right, we're jumping right in. We're back. Welcome, Pondering Fellows. Eli needs to wear sunblock.
Yes, burnt the hell out of my head, man.
Yeah, very important, sunblock. I've got some good friends in the skincare industry. That's all they say. Sunblock in the winter. Sunblock every day. Sunblock.
Uh, I'm just trying to download as much as I can, man. Ground it and download it. That's all I'm doing.
Right, you don't want to burn your head off.
I don't
So,
want to burn my head off.
but what are we talking about this week?
Your root,
The
and
root
solar plex.
and our sacral
Is it-
chakra.
I feel like everyone is stuck there. So let's get into it.
All right, we're going to get into talking about the chakras and or your energy centers.
I don't know yet. Go ahead, Joe. My bad. My daughter interrupted.
It's all good. All right, so we're going to move up the system, coming from the base, from the root,
Mhm.
our root chakra. We're gonna,
Do you have that tablet? Put it up again. Let me
Yeah.
show everybody.
I'll actually put it right in the video. So there, it's right there, right now.
Boom.
um, but if you do want to see it, it's probably hard to see.
Yeah. Those ones right there.
So our first chakra, our root chakra, it's red. It's the first chakra.
Mm-hmm.
It's our base. It's at the base of the spine. Provides our foundation on which we build our life. It's how we feel safe and secure. It's our stability. When our root is out of whack or imbalanced, we'll feel scattered. Probably experience some anxiety, some fear. Might be very flighty. If you ever run into anybody and they're kind of all over the place, the root chakra might be a little out of whack.
Okay.
So how can we balance our root? How can we ground?
All right, so you got a lot more info on this stuff than I do.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you a
What
really
it-
simple practice. But go ahead. I'm interested to see what you think.
So I also seen when I was researching chakras and stuff, I came across this chart that it had age limits to them. So I guess just naturally, right? You should be going through them if you're not blocked off or whatever by society, right? If you were just born into it or whatever. So I think it's from 1 to 7, right, is where your root chakra is really at its fullest, like where you're just I can't pull it up now because it's on my phone, but
Where you're just more grounded. That seems
you're-
interesting.
you're-
I'd like to see what you were checking out. That.
I'll send it to you right when we're done. It's actually very interesting. Is that the one that has to do, like, if somebody when I see the root chakra, right? When I see that energy, it's, and I don't mean to keep looking off to my left. There's just something going on my left over here. But sexual.
That's
right?
the
I feel
next one.
That's the next one. So all right, so then you explain more of the root chakra for me, because it's the next one that I'm
Right, and I
I'm
think a lot of
into.
people think, will go that the root is our sexual, because it's the base of
That's
our
more
spine. But literally,
root-
it's the base of our it's the base of our spine. It's our grounding, right? So if you're feeling scattered, easy practice, and a lot of people probably go, ew, take your fucking shoes off and go stand in the grass. Go stand
So
in
this
dirt.
is more survival. Is that your root?
Survival, security, foundation. It's your foundation,
okay.
right?
The protection. Yes, okay.
Right.
This is more of an animal instinct, no?
Kind of, in a way. I mean, you
Not
want
to
it
put
in
it
check.
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want it in check.
Right. But it is. It's going to keep you safe. It's going to make you run away. Right.
Right.
It-
That's what I mean by that.
Yeah. Right. And then we move up to our second chakra, which is our sacral chakra. And that's located below the navel. It represents the creative and sexual energies. Imbalances attribute to the lack or repression of creativity, sexual dysfunction, withheld intimacy, and emotional isolation. So that's all of the sex stuff, right?
I feel as though most of the people we know, probably not in your circle, right? But most of the people I know are stuck in these two chakras.
Well, it's a lot of everything that's out there. So everything that you
Right.
see.
Survivalness, protecting, like that animal instinct, right? It's more in a lot of masculine men that they have that, and then as high as they go is to the sexual, it's sexual. They're how many, like, yo, you're talking to her, like, it's, I feel like a lot, maybe it's just people I know, but I feel as though a lot of men in the country are stuck in these two chakras. They're stuck there.
Well, right, because you want to look strong, right? Again, going back to last week's episode, right, with that masculinity and toxic masculine, right? I have to live this old school idea of what a man is supposed to be, right?
Right.
We're not allowing ourselves to be grounded. We're not allowing ourselves to be balanced. We're not allowing ourselves to go lay in the fucking grass, right? Because someone might say,
corny.
why are you, right, yeah. Exactly. Why are you laying in the grass? Because I'm trying to ground and get connected to this planet that I'm on.
People need to stop flapping their lips just because they have them. Straight up.
Right? So then from that, and if we just, again, kind of how we used Woodstock last week, we'll use the news, right? So the news, stop watching the news if you watch the news, but the news is going to keep you in a state of fear. It's going to keep you unbalanced. It's going to keep you in the space of what the F is going on.
I haven't watched the news in like 2 years. I went to the gym and turned it on. I see some black kid getting shot in Chicago. It's like, nothing's changed. That's all I got from it. Nothing's changed.
Right.
Not to say not to be stereotypical or whatever, but nothing's changed. Right. Regardless, a kid shouldn't be getting shot. You have a taser, dude. Tase his ass. Hit him with a brick. Do something. You don't need to kill him. Like, this shit's crazy, man. This world's something else.
Right, and it's I mean, I hate to say it, but it's a little out of balance, right? So we're watching this and we're feeling, right? We're feeling fearful, we feel ungrounded, we feel very uncertain, right? The supply chain is breaking, gas prices are so high, monkeypox and every other thing that's out there, right?
They talk about the whole episode is about bad shit, and then at the end they glorify a person.
Just a little bit.
At the end, they just a little snippet of good. Here you go. Here's a little snippet. So you know the news ain't all bad. Shut up.
Right. So that, right, is contributing to this malfunction within our energetic systems in our body. And then we go up to the sacral chakra, and I'm sorry, everywhere. It's just sex is everywhere, right? Sex sells. And not that there's anything wrong with being a sexual being or with Stella, could you not do that ever again?
She likes this topic.
Or, being a sexual being. Embrace your sexuality, right? Have balance with it, right? Find a good connection with it, right? Because that sexual energy is good. It's the life force, right? It's literally how life is created. So when our root is in balance, right, and our second chakra area is in balance, right, all of our sexual energy is in balance, right? We're not fucking just watching porn, turning into a zombie, right? You actually have a good balance. Guess what? That creative energy starts moving, right? You're not angry anymore. You're balanced. You're grounded.
I seen this guy, what's his name? Rel Chosen. He's on Instagram and TikTok and stuff. Very young kid. Kid's like 17 years old. But he was saying, what's the term he used? I forget the term he used, but it was basically not nutting, right? So you have sex and you don't nut.
Mm-hmm. Semen retention.
Semen retention. That's how he called it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so semen retention, that it helped him physically, mentally. His skin started changing, like he started glowing.
Yeah, it honestly is. There's mass amount of energy. It is life force. Right? And again, I hate to say it this way, but if you're looking at porn every day, fucking beating off, you're giving away your energy. And again, I'm not saying, dude, right? Like, yeah, make love to yourself. Totally fine. Maybe not every day, right? Maybe not all the fucking time.
Or
right?
14 times a day.
Right.
You know who you are.
That's a lot. So, Right? Like,
Yeah,
that's
he's
energy.
crazy.
That is energy that you are just throwing away and throwing away. It's creative energy. It is just being
Right,
clear, right? So when you
right.
have your life force in you, right? And I'm not saying, you gotta never do or be any of it, right? No, balance. Find the balance, right? Because again, holding it too much is also going to throw you out of
Is also
balance,
right,
right?
right.
So it's like balance, balance, balance. And then we move up to our solar plexus, right? The area of
Hmm.
creation, right? Literally where life is made. Our solar
So this is
plexus,
the third one up.
the third chakra, right? It's located right below the chest, right around
Okay.
right our belly button, abs area. And this represents our self-esteem, pleasure, willpower, personal responsibility. Imbalances will attribute to low self-esteem, control issues, manipulative tendencies, and misuse of power.
You just sound like you're talking about society. And when and going back to what I was saying earlier, maybe I was wrong. Maybe we're not stuck on the first two. We are, but we're tickling the third one. And that third one is our gut feeling.
It is.
Everyone has one, right? Something's telling me I shouldn't be in this room, or I don't like that guy. Well, it's your third chakra talking to you.
right. And listen to it. Listen, right? If that little voice says you should leave, leave. Because you know what will happen? That little voice will get stronger because you're actually now believing the little voice, right?
I don't know. I don't know when in my life all of this shit just started making common sense. It just makes so much goddamn sense, man. And I don't know. I feel like my purpose in life is just to make people realize that, like, you need to be activated to this shit. Wake the fuck up,
Right.
please.
Well, all you can do is be that best version of you.
I
And
know.
like you'll see, people are going to reach out and be like, hey, Eli, what are you doing? You look happy.
Oh my
right?
god, they have it's crazy.
And
It's
that's
crazy.
that's just what happens. So this the first three chakras can really be considered like the lower triangle, right? And that lower triangle
Right.
is pointing up towards our heart, right? Where we meet, and we'll chat about the heart in the next episode. But when we can have our root, our sacral chakra, and our solar plexus chakra, right? The first three chakras in check, right? In alignment, balanced, we're going to be grounded, right? We're going to be
Right.
creative. That creative flow of energy is going to come through us, and we're not going to be like scared to actually share our gifts with the world. We're not going to be scared just to be ourselves, right?
Right. And this goes back to our last episode when you could balance yourself. Because I was watching this Chinese guy on a TED Talk. Man, I hate when I don't know these people's names, man. But he was saying how there's like a mirror there, right? Not necessarily saying you can't get to your heart chakra or further on, but you get stuck there. You get stuck there at your gut feeling. And a lot of people have a hard time getting past that. And you got to balance yourself for the first three. You got to balance yourself before you move on. You don't just get all the pieces to the puzzle.
Exactly. And if any of this is freaking people out because we're talking about chakras, Joe Dispenza, an amazing teacher out there, go check him out, refers to them just energy centers. And he has a great meditation you can probably find on YouTube that is called The Blessing of the Energy Centers. And it's literally, I'll give everyone a really quick overview. It literally is just, keeping it simple, thinking about your root chakra, right? Think it's your tailbone, right? Think that area of your body, and then send it love. Literally say, I send this area of my body love. And you just keep doing that. Maybe you won't feel anything. Maybe you will. Maybe you'll do it 100 days until you actually feel something. But you do that, right? Bless it, right? I send love and kindness and healing energy to this energy center. And then move up to the next one. I send love and kindness to this energy center. Right? It doesn't have to be rocket science. It doesn't matter what God you pray to or what religion you believe in. You are sending universal cosmic energy to what you are, universal cosmic energy. Right? So when you do that, and it will help bring it into
Right.
balance, bring it into alignment. And then when we start doing this, we actually start bringing awareness to ourselves, and we start paying attention to the people that we're hanging out with, to the way that we speak, to the food that we put into our bodies, right? We're actually being present and giving a fuck about ourselves and saying, right, I shouldn't eat a box of tasty cakes. That's not going to be good for me.
No.
Right? And again, it's that balance.
When you start, and that's a very easy way to start, right? You what you're eating, your health. Start if first of all, if you're watching these and you think we're crazy, keep it moving. But if you're watching them and
welcome to Crazy Town.
if you're watching them and you're like, yo, I connect. Everything we're saying you might not vibe with. Go find somebody else and keep researching, right? But going back to what I was saying, if you want to start off simple, right? Start with your health. Start with eating right. Start with going to the gym. Right?
Or even going for a walk, right?
Right, even a simple
Before
walk,
you say, I can't go to the gym, I don't have money, you can walk around your block.
Put your phone in your goddamn car and go for a walk. Be one with nature for just a second.
Or put on this podcast and go for a walk.
Yeah, definitely do that.
Right? Shameless plug. So that's the lower triangle, right? And then in the middle of the lower triangle is just this beautiful, most magnetic part of our body.
My friendly neighbor.
Our heart. So let's kill this one, right? Let's wrap this lower triangle up for this episode, and we'll be back going from the heart on up through the top of the triangle.
And this is where, I mean, hey, I just got to my heart, so I'm gonna need you for these next ones.